an easy 8-session course for beginners. Our first session will cover cultivating creativity with the provided formula, drawing your way, and understanding the importance of water control and value study. It will also introduce materials and 4 examples of short painting demonstrations. To learn watercolor, you must practice consistently and with proper guidance. I'm confident that you can do it. Creativity must come to life from one's head and hand after it is influenced by heart and humor. I call it 4 H's. Hand and heart are bases for beginners entering the art world. The head is where your ideas take flight. With a pencil and brush in hand, you can transform your creative concepts into a beautiful painting on canvas. The heart is a colorful and innocent mind full of emotions. Humor is a part of the culture that adds personality to your work with unexpected twists. Here's an essential toolkit to help you navigate through this colorful world. Drawing is making one's thoughts and ideas visible. Objects should be drawn as you've seen, using only the eyes and hand without adding your perception or memory. It will reflect your unique perspective and style. Drawing with the left hand instead of the right. This is an example of drawing a flower without stress. Although I am right-handed, I sometimes draw objects with my left hand with direct observation, attempting to break away from my usual drawing habits. Creating detailed drawings with my left hand can be challenging, but sometimes they turn out whimsical, inspiring me in new ways. When coloring, I may choose between flat coloring or adding shading. During this process, I also experience a sense of liberation. Such practices help me feel freer and more energetic. One should understand that being able to draw well does not necessarily mean being good at depicting. Direct observation. When a child in kindergarten draws a conch shell by direct observation, they imbue it with life, distinctive details, and emotion. Embrace these drawings with pride and encourage artistic growth, while others enjoy realistic paintings. Watercolor painting requires certain quality materials to produce satisfactory results and maintain enthusiasm. The essential materials for painting are paints, paper, brushes, a palette, and a water container. Additional items such as paper towels and a water squeeze bottle can be helpful for mixing colors. There are 2 types of color products like tube colors and cake colors. It is recommended to use tube colors for easier mixing and desired color creation. There are 2 grade types of paints. One is professional, which offers richer colors and transparency, such as Daniel Smith or Winsor & Newton's Professional, and the other is student grade, which is less expensive. The student grade paints are affordable yet great for practice. Winsor & Newton, Van Gogh, and more are offered. The student grades have fewer pigments and more fillers, but they still help you progress in your artistic journey. I recommend purchasing 18 tube colors. In watercolor painting, you don't need black or white hue pigments. You can make black tones by mixing complementary colors, and water will substitute for white color. Paintbrushes come in 2 types, animal hair and synthetic. Animal hair brushes, specifically sable, are more expensive but hold more water and are suitable for larger painting areas. Synthetic brushes, on the other hand, are more affordable and ideal for beginners. It is recommended to have at least 2 to 3 round brushes in different sizes when starting out. As you progress, you can add more fancy brushes to your collection as per your needs. The watercolor paper absorbs water without throwing a fit or warping. It comes in 3 weights, 140 pounds being the most used thickness for most paintings. Additionally, there are 3 different kinds of textures available. Cold press. The slightly textured cool kid, perfect for general use. Hot press, smooth as jazz, ideal for those intricate details that pop. Rough. The wild one is good for large outdoor paintings. Make sure you have the following miscellaneous items handy for your painting sessions: a palette and a squeeze bottle for mixing colors, paper towels for texture dabbing and cleaning up, a container filled with water for brush cleaning, and a reliable 2B pencil for sketching. As you gain more experience, you can add more specialized materials to your toolkit. Value study practice. This practice of value study can help you achieve control over water and create a transparent painting look, making it an essential technique to master. You need to slope a paper at a 20-degree angle to create beautiful textures as water flows from top to bottom. To maintain the clean color and water in the jar and control the value easily, it's a good habit to create a few different value samples by adding water in varying amounts, such as 10%, 40%, and 70%, using a squeeze bottle. In watercolor, you should only use water instead of using white pigment to avoid dullness. You should use plenty of water for both light and dark colors. If the paint does not flow smoothly on paper, it is not correct. Repeat for all colors. You should use 2B colors to accurately measure pigment and mix water. Cake colors won't work. Here is a step-by-step guide to painting flowers using the technique you learned today.